Hey guys, so last video, and as usual, it's when you get to this last video that you realize, oh, I missed a step. So what I'm going to quickly do is go back and just have a look at some of the parts that I've made and add some eye properties. So if I go to this first one here, so the 1000mm square tube, go to File, Eye Properties. Now this is important because when we make our drawing, all these properties will pass over to that drawing and you will be able to pick it up from there. So steel tube, and what was it? 25.4 by 25.4 by 1000 millimeters. Okay, subject, materials technologies, author, Mr. Laxton, manager, well, I'm going to have Mr. Kilpatrick, because he is the one that has inspired this in this class and the school that I work at. So that's good there. We'll apply that. And then project, stock number 1, description, steel tube, revision number 1, project, hallway table, designer, Mr. Laxton, engineer was me as well. DCD, that's the Department of Education. Oh, hang on, it's changed now. I think it's just now DOE, the Department of Education. Cost, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that either. Alright, cool. Creation date is there. Status. Okay, that doesn't matter. We're going to do that anyway. Alright, and then physical. Have a quick look. So we've got material, steel. For some reason you have to go back through and click on it again for it to actually give you all these nifty stats. I'm going to go apply. So what I need to do is go through each of those and do that. So I probably won't put you through that, but I'll catch you at the end.
6 months later!
Okay, now that we've done that and took a little while, we're now ready to make our drawing. So if I click up here again, we're going to go to ANSI millimeters drawing and create that. Takes a second. So you can see here that is quite a big sheet of paper. Actually, you might not be able to see that at all, but it is a big piece of paper. So if I right click on sheet 1 and go down to edit sheet and name the sheet, so we're going to name it hallway table. We're going to change the size, so it's size D, and that's a massive piece of paper. Want it to be A4 and go OK. So this size here is a bit big as well, so we can scale this down. So if I right click on that and go edit definition, and you can see here that it's what's that, 196 mil, and that's quite big on an A4 bit of paper. So the easiest way I found to do this is to scale it. I normally scale it down to about 97. Yep, that'll work. Done. Finish. Yes. Okay, you can see there it's much more manageable size. The next step, what we want to do is actually bring our project in. Oh, first, actually, I'm going to save my assembly. Which was a very silly thing not to do as well, so I'll save that. Yes to all. And we've got our table in, so let's go for the front view. So it's important that you get your right views in this. So I've got my front view, I've got my top view, and I then have my side view. I can add an orthopedic view as well, so that way it gives you a nice view there, and go OK. I can double click on this because it's probably the easiest job and go OK, so we're going to have a nice coloured version in there. Now the important thing we're doing now is adding in our dimensions into here. So first thing I'm going to do is go annotate and go dimensions, and start off with a super easy one. So I'm going to start off with, actually, before I even do that, there's one more thing I need to add to this, and it's that. Okay, so see how that shows now all the invisible lines underneath. and makes your views a lot more easy to read. So go to dimension. I'm going to start off with the easy one. So we'll start off with like the full length legs. How big are they? And the fortunate thing about Autodesk Inventor is it actually snaps to a spot where you should be putting these figures. Okay, and then we're going to add another one down here. So we'll go full length for the bottom and add that there. Okay, and then adding in a top full length there. Okay, so we've got our overall sizes there, and then we can start doing some of these as well. The width. Okay, and if you let it snap, obviously it lines them up appropriately as well. I've done that length, so I don't need to do that again, so I can actually do that size there. Okay, and then we can do the thickness of that. Even though it's 19 mil. And we're going to do, might do that over here, overall size. Okay, we'll do this one over here. Okay, and then we're going to add in, zooming in a little bit. Okay, so you see here one of the problems. I want it to be about there. So what I might do is click and go OK. And I can actually move, sorry, I need to be off of dimension. And I can actually move these down. So it's in the secondary position now. And I can move this into that initial position there. Okay. Alright. Cool, that's better. So I've got those different dimensions there. So from this, I can more or less decide that, alright, I would more or less be able to make this from this. I've got the overall dimensions of every single part. Because it's quite a simple project, that does make it easier as well. I could also add in, say, if I wanted to dimension from here to here. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to dimension, sorry. Remember how I was trying to do the math to figure out how far I had to go over? Well, I can do that by dimensioning in there, and it's going to be a lot easier. So you're zooming inside, dimensioning from the right parts. And again, I need it to be in that secondary position. So go OK, OK, move that there. Whoops. Control Z. Okay, so we've got that in there as well, so that way they don't have to do that math like me, they can just see exactly what size it is when they make it. Okay, so I've got my dimensions on there. I could also be putting in what welds I'm going to be doing. So if I zoom in, they're all going to be the same weld. Continue. And then I'm going to add in MIG. Alright, so essentially that's the very basics of what you need to do. I'm going to double check as well. I'm going to put in my, you can see here, not all of my sizes and stuff have come across. So I'm actually going to have to go to the iProperties and put some of these in now anyway. So if I go to File and go to iProperties, Summary, Title again, Table, Subject, Technologies, Author, Mr. Laxton, Manager, Miss Green, alright, cool, we'll apply those really quickly. You can see there that it very quickly changed some of these here. Okay, project, part number 1, stock number 1, description, hallway table. It could be video hallway table. Revision number 1, project, designer, Mr. Laxton, engineer, Mr. Laxton, authority, cost center. I guess the cost center would actually be Ranella East College. They are paying me to do this, you know. We'll apply that. A few of those are all fine. We made it today, so I might as well change those, put those dates in, and that is all good. So you can see there, got all the dates in when we made it and things. Let me quickly cancel that. So we're there. I'm not sure. We need to almost find out why the scale is so big as well, but I don't want to embarrass myself and not know how to do it. Because I'm pretty sure I selected everything. Okay, so I might leave that now. Nope. So there we go. So hopefully this has helped you out. It's shown you how to bring in your drawings, add your dimensions, add what welds you're going to be doing. I could have put them everywhere, but I think that's a bit of overkill because I'm only going to be doing one type of welding. How to fill in your eye properties and get your information right and have an isometric view. So hopefully this has helped you. And hopefully you're able to apply this to your individual projects. Me showing you how to do this basic one. Thank you.